Hey yo, welcome back to the video. Here, right here. This is how I warm up each day. This is gonna be my warm up routine each day. Right here, I didn't understand why I couldn't do any of this. I'd already warmed up my editing, just my whole movement, because I don't know how to explain it, but whenever your normal sensitivity is a lot different from whenever you're actually when you're actually playing, the sensitivity on mobile's a lot different. So whenever I record, my sensitivity's slower. I keep seeing screen freezes while I'm making this background recording on the video, but I didn't get any screen freezes during the game. And it's annoying me right now, because it's doing this. And I hope it doesn't whenever the video is actually uploaded, but right here, I'm just going to be free building for a little bit, and that's about it. I mean, for a little bit, and then eventually we're going to get to a different part, and it's not going to be free building, it's going to be editing, or it's going to be the aim training. I do aim training. I warm up my edits and building first. Normally I do my building and then do edit course, but the map that I'm on, which is my map that I built, it's an edit course, and then I warm up building afterwards. Right here you see I'm getting a little bit more warmed up. This was annoying because this one's so hard to do because you have to have a perfect sense for this, so I couldn't get it right and it was annoying me. And for everybody who's saying, where's the ham cam? It's hard to do a hand cam for me, honestly. So I mean, as you can see, the tapping on the screen is my fingers. And I'm sure if I used a macro, it'd be a lot faster than this, trust me. And it's hard to use a macro on mobile and look around like that and control it. And it would tell you if I was using one. And if you're thinking, oh, maybe you linked a controller, nah, with the buttons, you see how I keep readjusting my finger on the screen on the right joystick at the bottom, how I keep taking it off and moving. See, here I'm showing my sensitivity, but if I wanted it to feel like my normal sensitivity when actually playing, I'd have to bump everything up by 3%, like all of them, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. Right here I was like, okay. Later I break it down a little bit, which I'll explain back later. Right here I break this piece down. You gotta place a cone. I was trying to show you, but it didn't go in. Place a cone, and then 2 stairs out of the floor, a wall, edit the wall, keep it going, and then so forth. Okay, and at this point, we get here and I'm in aim training. As you see, I miss a lot at the beginning. Eventually, I get used to it. Like I said again with the controller, if you look at the dot, it goes away and it readjusts somewhere else. Controllers, even if I had a controller plugged in, it wouldn't do that. In creative, I run about 35 ping most of the time, but in a pub match, I run 60. It's because creative doesn't have as many objects, so it's focused just on one connection, so if that makes sense. And yep, I just work on this for a while, honestly. And here at this point, I'm pointing out that's where I'm going, but here, I don't know, I felt just a delay, even though I was on 35 ping. I just felt like there was a delay, so I kept messing up. And, you know, the sensitivity felt different, and then later, when we get farther in, I pause, I regroup, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I can deal with the sense, I just gotta move it a little bit faster. And from that point, I started hitting a little bit more edits, and, you know, just started popping off a little bit, you feel? Yeah, it's against bots, but this is my warm-up routine. Map codes, stuff like that, you know. This part was annoying whenever I'm trying to... Right there, I'm so close, so it's annoying. Whenever I'm trying to jump, but I accidentally keep selecting the edit, that's really annoying. Normally I run through this very easily. At this point I was like, man, I'm confused, I look dumb, and then I was like, whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm messing up so much. Normally I don't mess up a lot. I mean, I think it's okay for mobile, honestly. I mean, right there I got annoyed and I was like, bro. I think it's this next one that I stopped because, I don't know, I was just very annoyed. Look at that. I mean, I'm choking every single edit. I'm like, bro. No, this next one, I think. That's the one where I knew I was about to pick out the wall, but instead of stopping, I did it on purpose. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I gotta take a break for a second. Pause, regroup, because it's always hard to keep doing the tile frenzy. You see, I'm opening my thing to tab to reset, make it a little bit smoother. Overall, I think I just had a bad day today. I mean, it wasn't that bad, honestly. I played Arena after this for a little bit, and the new season started. I'm at 2,000 points, which isn't that bad, but not that good either. I haven't really played too much. I'm sure I could be at 3,000 points if I would play every day. I haven't really played much these last few, like 4 or 5 days. So, at this point, I'm like, okay. Let me go load up the Mongraal Classic. And then from here, I'm like, okay, the Mongraal Classic, loading it up, obviously. But, what's it called? Here in a second, when it actually loads after taking forever, I stopped using the pump shotgun in here because it's not in the game, so there's no reason to practice with it, so I started using the attack. The attack is weaker. So, I was also saying that the pump does 50 damage to the purple pump does 50 damage to wall. Oh no, the gold pump does 50 damage to wall. And later I pickaxe a wall and it doesn't fully break it, and that's because you need the gold tack. And I think the gold tack can one tack that wall because it does like 83 damage. And I think that wall, actually, I don't know, the gold tack does like 93 damage or to the wall, like structures like that. Something like that. 83, 87, 89, 93. But the gold tack, or the purple tack, only does 87, I think. So, yep. Right here I'm feeling a little good. You know, I'm hitting a lot of these edits and stuff, so I was feeling pretty good. Tapping right there, because if you tap on your gun on mobile twice, or if you tap on it while having it out, it reloads one bullet. On the auto reload part down here, but normally in a game it doesn't reload it instantly, and it doesn't reload one bullet, it just starts reloading the gun. But in here you have to tap it multiple times, because whenever you reload, it only reloads one bullet, not the whole clip, unless you're using an AR, because yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Right here, just want to flex a little bit, I think. See, I think that's pretty good for around 40 ping right there. I'd be fine with 40 ping in a pub game. On console, I get 14 ping in creative, and then in a game, I get around 40 ping. It's different, you know. And then right here, I'm trying to tell you, whenever you shoot it, I put a circle on the thing. It goes by rounds, so whenever you kill a monster, you restart at the top. The whole map resets, basically, because it's rounds. And you can do it again and again. And that's about the end of the video, so if you liked, drop a like. And give me a sub if you want. See you guys later.